Once upon a time, in a lush, green forest filled with vibrant flowers and tall trees, there lived a beautiful peacock named Raj. Raj was no ordinary peacock. He was the most magnificent bird in the entire forest. His feathers were a dazzling array of blues, greens, and golds, shimmering in the sunlight like precious gems. When Raj spread his tail feathers, they fanned out in a stunning display that left all who saw it in awe. Raj knew that he was beautiful, and he was very proud of his appearance. Every day he would strut through the forest, showing off his splendid plumage to anyone who would look. The other animals admired Raj's beauty, and they often praised him for it. This made Raj even more proud, and soon, he began to believe that he was the most important creature in the entire forest. One day, as Raj was admiring his reflection in a clear pond, he overheard a group of birds talking nearby. They were chatting about an upcoming contest to determine the most talented bird in the forest. The contest would include singing, dancing, and other performances, and the winner would be crowned as the forest's most talented bird. Raj's chest swelled with pride. "There is no doubt that I will win this contest," he thought to himself. "After all, no one in this forest is as beautiful as I am. My beauty alone will guarantee my victory." When the day of the contest arrived, all the birds gathered in a large clearing in the forest. There were songbirds with melodious voices, parrots who could mimic any sound, and even woodpeckers who could drum out rhythmic beats on the trees. But Raj paid no attention to them. He was confident that his beauty would outshine any talent the other birds could display. When it was Raj's turn to perform, he strutted confidently into the center of the clearing. The other birds fell silent, eager to see what Raj would do. Raj spread his magnificent tail feathers, fanning them out in a breathtaking display of color and pattern. The sun's rays caught his feathers, making them gleam like a rainbow of jewels. The audience gasped in admiration, and Raj smiled to himself. He was sure that he had already won. But as the other birds continued their performances, something began to happen that Raj had not expected. A nightingale with a voice as sweet as honey sang a beautiful song that echoed through the forest. The song was so enchanting that it brought tears to the eyes of those who heard it. A parrot followed, imitating the sounds of the forest so perfectly that it was as if the entire jungle had come alive in his voice. A group of sparrows danced in perfect harmony, their movements graceful and full of joy. The other birds were mesmerized by these performances. They clapped their wings and cheered, completely forgetting about Raj's display. Raj watched in disbelief as the attention shifted away from him. He couldn't understand why the other birds were so impressed by these simple talents when his beauty was unmatched. When the contest ended, the judges, wise old owls who had lived in the forest for many years, deliberated and announced the winner. To Raj's shock, the nightingale was crowned the most talented bird in the forest, with the parrot and the sparrows receiving honorable mentions. Raj was furious. "How could they choose the nightingale over me?" he fumed. "I am the most beautiful bird in the forest. I deserve to win." Seeing Raj's distress, one of the owls, a wise and kindly creature, flew over to him and said, "Raj, your beauty is indeed extraordinary, but this contest was about talent, not appearance. The nightingale's song touched our hearts, the parrot's mimicry made us laugh, and the sparrow's dance filled us with joy. These are the things that truly matter." Raj was humbled by the owl's words. He realized that while his beauty was a gift, it was not enough to make him the best in everything. He had relied too much on his appearance and had forgotten that there were other qualities, like talent, kindness, and humility, that were just as important, if not more so. From that day on, Raj decided to change. He no longer strutted through the forest with arrogance, but with grace and humility. He began to appreciate the talents of the other animals and even learned to sing a little himself. While he was still proud of his beautiful feathers, he no longer let them define him. Over time, Raj became known not just for his beauty, but also for his kind heart and his willingness to share the spotlight with others. The other animals grew to love him not just for his appearance, but for the wonderful bird he had become. And so the story of the proud peacock became a lesson to all who heard it. It reminded everyone that true greatness comes not from outward appearances, but from the beauty within, the beauty of a kind heart, a humble spirit, and a willingness to appreciate the talents of others. This story of the proud peacock teaches an important lesson about humility and the dangers of vanity. It reminds us that while beauty is a wonderful gift, it is the qualities of the heart and the talents we cultivate that truly make us special and loved by others.